Greetings, this is Qurat-ul-aan Rashid, welcoming you to another enlightening video on our channel. Today, we are embarking on a journey into the heart of a concept that has shaped societies, sparked movements, and continues to fuel the fight for equality: feminism. At its core, feminism is the belief in the social, political, and economic equality of the sexes. It's a lens through which we can examine the world, shedding light on the structures and systems that perpetuate inequalities. Yet, just as there are myriad ways in which inequality manifests, there are also numerous forms of feminism, each with its unique perspectives and ideologies. From liberal feminism and radical feminism to socialist and Marxist feminism, the landscape of feminism is vast and varied. By understanding these different types, we can better appreciate the complexity of the struggle for gender equality. In this video, we will delve into the different types of feminism, each with its unique perspectives and ideologies. First on our list is liberal feminism, a significant branch of feminism. Now, what exactly is liberal feminism? It's a philosophy rooted in the belief of equality between the sexes. This branch of feminism focuses on securing individual rights and freedoms for women, mirroring the ideals of liberty and equality that are cornerstones of liberal democracy. Liberal feminists advocate for equal opportunity, arguing that both men and women should have the same chances to succeed in life. They believe that no individual should be limited by societal or political barriers based on their gender. This branch of feminism is not just about fighting for women's rights. It's about dismantling the systemic barriers that prevent women from enjoying the same freedoms and opportunities as men. It's about creating a society where your gender doesn't determine your potential. Liberal feminism, therefore, advocates for gender equality within the framework of liberal democracy. Next, we have radical feminism, a perspective that is, as the name suggests, radical in its approach. Radical feminism is a school of thought that believes society needs a radical restructuring to eradicate patriarchal systems. It doesn't just seek equality in existing structures, but rather aims to dismantle them, arguing that they are fundamentally oppressive. Radical feminists view patriarchy as a systemic, institutionalized form of power, one that permeates every aspect of life. They believe that this power imbalance is so deeply entrenched in our societies that no amount of policy reform will fully address the issue. A key focus area for radical feminists is sexual politics. They argue that women's sexual identities and expressions are often controlled and defined by patriarchal norms. Hence, they advocate for a redefinition of sexuality that is free from male dominance and exploitation. Radical feminism, in essence, seeks a revolution to eliminate male supremacy in society. The third type of feminism we will discuss today is socialist feminism. This strand of feminism believes that both class and gender oppression are fundamental to women's subordination. It argues that the capitalist system and patriarchy are intertwined, working together to perpetuate inequality. Socialist feminism evolved in the late 20th century, influenced by the second wave of the feminist movement and the rise of the New Left. Unlike other types of feminism, socialist feminism does not view gender and class as separate issues. Instead, it sees them as interconnected, believing that only by addressing both can women truly achieve liberation. This school of thought advocates for a socialist revolution to overthrow the capitalist system, which they believe inherently supports patriarchy. Through this revolution, they aim to establish a system where the means of production are owned and controlled by the community as a whole. Socialist feminism hence aims to liberate women through changes in economic, political, and social spheres. Last but not least, we have Marxist feminism. This branch of feminist thought, rooted in the works of Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels, sees capitalism as the primary source of women's oppression. Marxist feminists argue that women's subjugation is not just about gender, but intricately tied to the economic system in which we live. Marxist feminism posits that women are oppressed as workers in a capitalist economy and as women in a patriarchal society. It believes that women's liberation can only be achieved through a proletariat revolution, where the capitalist system is dismantled and replaced with socialism. This perspective views the struggle for gender equality as part of a larger class struggle. It seeks to address the economic and social factors that contribute to women's oppression, rather than focusing solely on gender-based discrimination. Marxist feminism, therefore, sees women's liberation as a necessary part of larger class struggle. Now that we have explored the different types of feminism, it is clear that feminism is not a one-size-fits-all ideology. Each type of feminism we discussed, liberal, radical, socialist, and Marxist, brings its own unique perspective to the table, highlighting various aspects of society and how they impact women. Let's take a moment to recap. We began by discussing liberal feminism, which emphasizes individual rights and works within the structure of mainstream society to integrate women into that structure. This branch of feminism is perhaps the most mainstream and widely accepted. Next, we delved into radical feminism, which challenges the patriarchal system at its core. Radical feminists believe that the oppression of women is the most fundamental form of oppression, one that cuts across boundaries of race, culture, and economic class. Then, we ventured into the realm of socialist feminism, which connects the oppression of women to capitalist systems. For socialist feminists, gender equality can only be achieved by overhauling the capitalist system and replacing it with a socialist one. Finally, we examine Marxist feminism, a branch that extends the socialist feminist critique and links the oppression of women directly to the capitalist mode of production. Marxist feminists argue that women's labor is exploited under capitalism, both in paid employment and in unpaid domestic work. Understanding these different perspectives is crucial for engaging in informed discussions about feminism. It allows us to see the complexity of the issues at hand and appreciate the diversity of thought within the feminist movement. Remember, feminism is about advocating for women's rights on the grounds of political, social, and economic equality to men. So the next time you find yourself in a discussion about feminism, you'll be well equipped with knowledge about these different types. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it informative, please comment, like, share, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more enlightening content like this.